What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and we're laughing randomly at something, but we're about to power rate Terry Funk Chainsaw Charlie. Rusty, tell me why the contagious laughter just took us over.
I'm going to refer to him as Chainsaw Charlie for the rest of this stream because I don't want to accidentally get the band hammer and say something inappropriate.
Who's got the funk?
Yeah, to be misconstrued for a curse. And we are a PG channel, the PG chat. Terry
true.
Funk, so before we get into this power rating, I just asked the question on Twitch with 60 plus of our friends. I said, Lee, why have strikers gotten left behind in this game? Why are technicians so much better than strikers? I still scratch my head when I look at my roster when it comes to strikers and go, do I even have a good one? So I'm excited to power rate the Funkmeister Flash here in Chainsaw Charlie and see, can we get any juice out of this orange, or do I just need to keep running my techs over and over?
Oh, I think you'll be very juicy with this orange. Wait, what? Anyway, let's see how we're going to run him. This is the moveset most of us know and love. It's the 6MP blue clothesline. Deal damage 4x1 area to make it a pyro gems, which modify all gems above it into multi-gems of strength 5. The atomic drop, deal damage. Choose 6 gems to make black, which is also a reversal. If the opponent has a trap gem, then you get to steal their turn, which has been great for going up against KO this week. And then the pile driver finisher, deal damage. Choose 4x6 area to swap into blue gems and pin the opponent. On the entourage, there's a couple different ways you can run. You can run with, you need Lawler, blue MP, 4 MP. You can then run either Lex here or Sherry here and Hogan here. But one way or another, you're going to need something. And I'm going to put Lex just to show you that you don't need Sherry to hit some insane damage. So Lex gives you the additional 2 blue MP, so that's 6 plus 1 with your turn bonus is 7. Increases those multis by 1. Memrock increases your multis by 1. And then you've got Gunter, blue gems 30% and multi-gems 60%. Both of those are hitting. On the strap, we have a 50% gem damage strap, so it's not 100. It is a little bit more reasonable there, but it is double Fury 2 and a 35% all gem damage there. Here's where it starts to get less reasonable. You can run him with the Piper Power Plate. However, the LA Knight, let me talk to you plate. Whenever you make 4 or more pyro gems, increase your blue gem damage by 300%.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's pretty rare.
It's very rare.
But I don't know that it's any more rare than the Piper Plate at this point.
Maybe. I have 2 Piper plates and 0 LA Knight plates, so I'm not a good measure for the community, but I would say the LA Knight plate is more rare, but that's my personal bias. So
yeah, I don't have an LA Knight plate, so I know it's rare.
Okay, well, and then you've got the Pyro Princess Flaming Glove. Whenever you make 6 or more multiply gems, increase your blue gem damage by 50%. So you got 350% there, and this he's been able to do before this month. But the game changer for Terry Funk this month is this moment right here, Summer of Champions 2023. It's on the prize wall for the midweek events. You should make this your focus if you want to invest in any 4 of these characters, and you were just given 3 of the 4 of them. You will not be given Indy, but you've been getting shards for her throughout.
Well, yeah, I was saying, we don't know what's going to happen next, but we have been getting shards for Indy all month, so it's a lot more promising than it used to be.
Yeah, a year ago, she was one of the most rare characters in the game. Now, more people have them. What's up, our tattoo? Welcome as the first-time chatter. Multi-gems, this is a universal moment. So universal works in every single mode. Multi-gems increase their strength by 4. Gems do 100% more damage. All moves do 100% more damage. 50% less damage from all colored gems. That's big. That's not as big as it buffs Liv. Liv gets the biggest buff out of that for between the two, but that is big, Rusty. Dang.
True. Let me
Yeah.
just say, first observation, I'm excited and actually Will Breaker said it in the chat. I'm excited that Terry Funk is chaotic because that's a very thin category. Oftentimes it feels like a paywalled category on Boss Battle.
Yep, that's true. That is true. Chaotic is for the females especially. I don't know as much with the males, but
My
still.
my best male chaotic was Judgment Day Balor for a long time in Boss
Right.
Battle. Um, Maybe Powerhouse KO, but it's not a very deep bench, even on a roster like mine that's been growing over the last year.
Right. Well, let's see what he's gonna do. Just a note, I did the safer method on the bottom, which is to do a 4 match and 2 on the side to load the black move. I still did cascade enough that it caused Sammy to break some of my gems. I'll run it back so you can see it without the goof there. It can happen, but what is your guess for what he's gonna hit, Rusty, when I hit this finisher?
Well, I've never seen the LA Knight plate on him. I mean, I would think 30 million without it. It
Oh,
would be my first guess.
30.
Maybe with it, closer to 50.
I think you're
Maybe
going
that's
to
my
be
guess.
surprised, friend.
Okay.
So that was 61 million right there.
Oh, okay.
And that was a bad hit. That was a bad hit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
my,
almost said, oh, it's 600 million, but that wasn't 600 million. That was
oh, yeah, yeah,
61
yeah.
million. But I'll show you. I'm going to do decreasing descending order real quick. I'm going to show that one more time. So I mean, I almost never cascade on the bottom with Funk, but it is extremely possible when you're running multi gems. So I'm going to do it one more time, see if I can't get the full hit out of it.
Yeah.
Let's see, this one will be harder hitting. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to watch you do this because I think I've learned a secret about don't put it there. Uh,
Whoa,
uh-oh.
what?
Yeah, you did it. What I was going to tell you not to do.
Oh, you're watching. That's okay. I'll do it this way. I often run it where I just make the whole bottom row. It does make a, yeah. See, I'll have to run it again. This is user defined error though. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, the wild card gem. So only break 4 and let it break the whole row, and it won't make a wild card gem.
It
That's what I've
won't.
been practicing this month.
Yeah, that's why I did the 4 and the 2 the first time because you
Oh,
need them to load the black move.
right.
But yeah, I still either way I ended up cascading. So that is 2 for 2 on cascades, just so we know. But I mean, he done. He got beat.
But
So
okay. So it
Beluski
makes sense.
says he cascades 60% of the time.
Well, I see. I think that's true if you try to make if you make the wild card. I think if you only break 4 and then like what Lee did earlier, hit the extra 2. Be sure not to make a wild card. Never extend the line onto a black gem. So then you'll make 5. You never want that 5 black connection. You want to avoid that.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, and that's what I just did. And I did that the first time, but you do 4, break on 1, don't put it there, and then 2, that's enough to get the move set loaded. But now we're turn 1, which is where we want to be. We've got all of our gems out there, which is what we want to see. And boom. That was 120 million, Rusty. That's what I was trying to show you. That was
Oh
that
wow,
was 120 million.
that's way more. That's like
Yeah.
Tech Cody's on top of one another, hitting finisher, finisher, finisher. So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. 120. That's what I was expecting to hit the first time, but we saw what happened there. So let's make one quick change. Instead of Lex, we're gonna run Sherry, just so you can see it, and then I'll run it with the Piper plate instead of the LA Knight plate, and you can see that. But either way, 120 million is what I was actually trying to get to. I knew it could do that. So
without the LA Knight plate, with the moment, where are we at?
Well, let me run it this way first because I don't want to take a plate off, put it back on, and take it back
No,
off.
I,
It's it.
I know. I just thought maybe you knew that number premeditated.
Oh, I don't. No, that number I knew from testing that it was going to be about 120 million. The rest of it, I don't know so much.
Two Live Bruce said around 70 million with no plate. Well, we could test it, but I thought, yeah, I don't have the plate,
Dang
and I've
it.
been running all week in tours, but with perks, right? So it's kind of juiced.
Right. I cascaded again. So 60% of the time is probably about right. That was only 73 only. It was only 73 million. Let me try it one more time. If I cascade, we're just going to call it on show and Sherry, but trust me to know that he hits harder with Sherry than 120 million. So,
So maybe for boss battle, is that why you'd want that? Just to
what
really amp up the damage?
for sure. I mean, some people just like to see the world burn as some people would rather kill an ant with a nuclear weapon than with a fly swatter, you know?
Fair point. Fair point. Huge damage.
Just to say, like, this guy hit for the most insane amount I've ever seen in my life. Okay, cool.
And I was just bemoaning strikers. Now I don't have the LA Knight plate, so I can't get the 120 billion damage out of him. But
Oh,
you
there
guys
we
have
go.
thrown out good ideas for strikers.
All right, well, let's see. Rusty, it was 120 million before. Adding Sherry, what do you think?
180.
180.
That's insane. I mean, I just guessed a really high number, so probably lower than that.
145.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so he's good. But as you just said, what if we take off the LA Knight plate, right? Like, what
And
if you
maybe.
don't have that? Like, I don't have
Right.
that.
And how about Matt Hardy or somebody? Yeah, Lex. Do you like Lex?
Going to point out again, this entourage won't load the finisher, but JD Nash, I did just load the finisher, so I'm not sure what you're going for there.
We don't have perks on this account, so um,
We do. I mean, and maybe that's the point. Yeah, is that entourage won't. Okay, I see what they're saying. So yeah, in feud, yeah, we do have perks. Actually, they moved them over onto here.
oh,
So
so we'd have to go back to the Lex Luger
well, no, you
blue.
need black. Actually, you need black and blue.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can use Damian Priest, or yeah, you can use NWO Hogan in the mix. That's
right.
the other fair shake is to use that. So let me switch back to
I love it. I love the integrity on this stream. We
yeah.
only show the truth to the community, the hard hitting expose, the
Wow.
maneuver.
The maneuver. What?
Sometimes Lee and I have some inside jokes that only only fans have been watching wrestling since their childhood would, and
Right.
maybe you guys get a lot of those. So maybe it's
Maybe.
endearing.
All right, so this is the most fair shake here. No LA Knight plate, no Piper's Power plate, NWO Hogan, because yes, good call. We do need that to get the moves loaded turn one. Santa Hogan and Lex. So this is the most nerfed you can do to him, so to speak, but still with the moment. So taking away all of his tricks, Rusty, what do you think he'll hit for?
I'm just checking on my. I'm thinking 50 million,
Hmm.
but I'm checking on my entourage to see what I have him on. See, I must have a tour build because I've got Lex and Lawler only in the black loads.
Well, let's see right here. This is no tricks whatsoever.
No
63
pony.
million. 63
Hey,
million. So
guys,
let's
that's
let's
better than
power
10
rate him
million.
based on that. Oh, sorry, Rusty, go ahead.
I said, it's better than Tech Cody. It's better than my first ever 6 gold superstar that I was so excited about at 42 million, and I thought I was going to change the world 3 months ago.
Right. So let's power rate him based on this. No
Sure.
Piper's Power, no LA
love
Knight
it.
plate. We hit
Then
63
it
million. We don't
goes
need
up.
to hit 150 million. We hit 63 million.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're at Readiness 5.
Well, it does have the Pyro Princess plate, but yes, Readiness 5, because none of these are rare entourage. There are still people trying to get 17K Santa. I get that, but a good
Yeah.
portion of the community has 17K Santa. NWO Hogan is available in the Showdown shop. Lex was free. Lawler was free. The only rare thing on this setup is the moment and the power plate. So he's not going to hit over 60 million without the the Pyro Princess plate. But that's two rare things, and that's it. It's two rare things. So let's go to Terry. I got the funk Chainsaw Charlie. He's a 5 in power, and he's a 5 in speed because he's doing 60 million or more with very light tricks. Two of the following are true. His MP charge is equal to or lesser than 6 MP, moves recycle flawlessly, and the animations are quick, resulting in a feud win in under 45 seconds. I will say we don't account for Cascade. We don't account for Cascades. That would be the only way he loses out there. So he's a 5 in the first two categories. Readiness, I'm going to start explaining it. Rusty will get the poll ready. For a 5 in Readiness, character needs 0 or 1 special thing. That's a plate, a gear, a moment, or a rare trainer to make them work well. For a 4, character needs 2 special things, plate, gear, moment, rare trainer. Just to be clear, we did use a moment and a plate. And then for a 3, the character needs 3 special things, plate, gear, moment, rare trainer. And for a 2, character needs 4 special things. So, back to you.
Poll is live. Yeah, that's fair about the moment. Is the plate essential? What kind of damage would you get with no pyro plate?
He wouldn't hit over 60 million. And to
Okay.
Jabroni's point, no Santa, you need 9 black MP. The 4 black plus 2 at the end of the row don't get the black MP back. However,
Right.
with the
I've
tour,
only used
you
them
could
on
switch to
tours this
Damien.
month.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying I've only used them on tours, so I have a very skewed perspective. So I appreciate the chat helping
Yeah.
us dial that in.
So to Jabroni's point, to get the black MP, you can switch Damian Priest onto him because you would still have. So it's a 6 MP. You'd get 4 from Lawler, 1 from Santa, 1 from your turn. You don't actually need Lex. You could swap him out for Damian Priest, who would be 2 black plus 1 strength, and you'd get the same results. So either way, just to make sure we're being accurate and fair, either way, it still works out to be the same. And Damian Priest is a little bit more rare of a trainer than Lex for sure, but it would still be the exact same numbers.
Well, the fours have it with 67%, Lee.
Okay.
But only 6 votes. So I'm wondering if, yeah, we obviously our voter rate went down.
That's true, but if you go, actually, it's the highest on our Discord. Our Discord for Readiness has 11 votes for 5 and 2 votes for 4. So if we're going off of the combined score, it's actually a 5 compared to the 2. But I think, I mean, personally, I think 4 is more fair because it's a moment and a plate. I did see somebody in the chat say the Pyro Princess plate is not rare. I disagree, but
I don't have it. And it's 80,000 indie medallions this month. So
yeah,
hard to come by.
So Discord is clearly 5, and Jabroni just changed it to a 5. I think 4 is still more fair compared to everything, but I need to leave it to. I mean, this is the numbers on this. You don't think the moment is rare, 2 Live? But it does need a special thing. It doesn't say rare special thing, it just says special thing. Like it needs a special thing. So I saw somebody say we need to make the call on this. Rusty, what do you think?
What you demonstrated during your gameplay was a 4 because you never took that plate off. Therefore, you used 2 special things for the entirety of this demonstration.
Okay. Well, Hip Designer says 5 as my vote. I will note this right here. Community disagrees and says 5, and we'll circle back before the end
Right.
and kind of touch base on this.
Wish Bob was here to just weigh in on it, and it's the way he does so eloquently.
We're getting a lot of, I mean, this is a lot of discussion in the chat right now. 4, 4, 4. I think it's a 4. It's a 5. Like, either way, you're not going to be sad by taking Terry Funk to 6 gold as soon as you can.
They couldn't vote. I'm not sure why. And we did see our voter rate was way down, even though our viewer rate is the same.
So do we need to rerun that?
Let me just click refresh on Twitch.
Okay.
And I'll fill up another 1-minute poll if you don't mind.
Sure. No, I think I want to be as accurate as possible.
Between 5 and 4.
Yeah.
So 1-minute poll between 5 and 4. Starting now.
Okay. There's a new poll up. So I don't have Twitch app pointed. The rules state if it's more than one special item, it's a 4.
Agreed.
Special item doesn't mean rare special item. The only thing that counts as a special item that's rare is trainers.
All right.
So
Votes are coming.
Okay.
This is good. We've far exceeded the previous vote participation. We've already got 14 plus votes.
Okay.
And there's still about 30 seconds to go.
5 is the higher score, Akil.
Yeah, 5 means readiness. They're top-notch ready and don't need 0 to 1 special things. They need 0 to 1 special thing.
And a special thing is any plate, regardless of its rarity, but rare trainers count as a special thing.
Here, landslide election. 84. Oh, it's going up. It's still going up. The 4s have it over 85%, and there's about 2 seconds left.
Okay.
Yeah, 85% 4.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm going to remove the community disagrees. Again, for those who voted 5, I see you. I hear you. You have a Terry Funk that is well worth building up, regardless of that 1-point loss.
Well, I would say cumulative vote, the 4 still wins.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. Well, our next poll is versatility. For a 5 in versatility, character is competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown, and has a special gem type that helps with boss, extreme rules, or gem mania. For a 4, character is competitively usable in at least 2 feud, boss, showdown, and has a special gem type for extreme rules, gem mania, boss. For a 3, character is competitively usable in only 1 of the 3 modes and doesn't have to have a special gem type. And for a 2, character is basically good on tours, and that's it.
Poll starting now. Get those votes in. I think the refresh of my browser helped because we have way more participation now.
Okay. Well, that's good. We want to be as accurate as we can with these. We're not trying to inflate or deflate any characters. We just want to see what do they really do.
Funk's got an attitude link, correct?
He does, yes.
Not good, in my opinion. That's not very good for showdown. We're not loading any MP. He's got a very high MP finisher.
Yep.
So really, we need a line bonus.
Not for feud the way we just ran him, but he'll run into issues on showdown. Yeah. He'll be great in feud. You just have to have your Hollywood Hogan on there, like I said, or like has been pointed out in the chat.
I don't think I've ever seen a Chainsaw Charlie in feud before.
Really? Oh, I've used him before. It's been a long time though. Not since the moment came out.
All right, the poll's closed. 48% said 4. But there was a pretty high contingency for 5, 33%.
Well, and if we go to Discord, on Discord, everybody, including Sorzoro and Nick the Kid and Davey Jekyll, there was 12 people that gave him a 5 on Discord versus
Oh,
one or two persons who gave him a 4.
so yeah.
Yeah, it's getting hairy again out here. I would say I wouldn't particularly say he's going to be a good showdown character. If you don't accidentally cascade, he'll be amazing in feud.
but but you will, like, the likelihood is higher that you will than you will not.
Oh, Jabroni says he was one of the 2 4s on Discord. Thank you for that transparency.
I voted 3 on versatility.
How many 3s on Discord do we have? None.
I'm the lone unbeliever.
Make me a believer,
Would he be
believer.
great in boss battle, Lee?
I
Would
think
he
he'll
be
be great
great?
in boss battle. Yeah, I think he'll
Okay.
be. I mean, multi gym, blue, pyro. I mean, pyro. There's. I mean, that's going to be a struggle for anybody who's not doing stuff like Ilya. But yeah, I mean, and I mean, he was like Stip Tour. He was the guy for multi gym blue Stip Tour for a lot of it.
Fair, fair.
Yeah.
So what do we think? 4? No showdown?
I think no showdown, but I mean, like I say,
Okay.
it's hard because the numbers are there for a 4 or a 5 again. So anytime it's in dispute, we always go lower and not higher just to make sure we're not artificially inflating things.
Yeah, I think it's 4. I mean, I just don't see Attitude Era being the Steiners are the exception because they get a Steiner link, right?
Right?
So, but I mean, even Bionic Redneck, I don't really particularly enjoy him in Showdown unless there's a red MP perk.
Yep. It's true. Well, let me give his trainer ability and then I'll read off what they are before we go into this. But yeah, that's true. Steiners are not Attitude Era, they're New Gen. So 26k color turn
Big
gems do
oh,
40% more damage, and moves that generate red gems will generate 3 more gems. Color turn 40%, moves that generate red will generate 3 more gems. So for a 5, that needs to be an essential trainer slash coaching ability that adds something you don't want to go into battle without. For a 4, widely used trainer coaching ability helps the character reach their full potential. For a 3, a niche trainer coaching ability may not be used much but very valuable. And for a 2, it just offers something if there's nothing better in the mix.
give me 1 minute on the poll here. I had to clear my name in the chat and say that Big Papa Pump is Attitude Era, right? And he's the Steiner that I use. So
Ah,
confusing. Read me that entourage ability again, please. The poll's live. The poll is
sure.
live.
Color turn, it's a trainer ability, 26k. Color turn gems do 40% more damage. Moves that generate red gems will create 3 more red gems. So originally he was created for Oblivion to be
Right.
one of her trainers, but you don't even use him for Oblivion anymore.
No. Same thing with the red create. I mean, Big John Stud makes more red.
Yeah.
And then who do we use on Oblivion? Who have we upgraded from?
Gosh, we'd have to go back to what we just did last week with her. So I'm
Okay.
using what's his Wade Barrett for
Dave.
100% color turn gem damage.
Oh, I was thinking Davy Boy Smith for the red damage.
That works too.
Uh,
Yeah, Davy Boy, which would be 45%. So
maybe I should use Barrett. Is Barrett better?
we'd have to go back to our video from last week. But I'd have to pull up my brain is not in that right now.
Oh, no problem.
No, you're okay. It's like it's a glass that's been shadowed over so I can see it. But,
I will say this. Yeah, so the chat, sometimes I'm asking questions for the chat to answer too,
right.
not just you, because they give us, I mean, fantastic 2 Live Brew. Barrett is
Right.
better. So
Yep.
it's fantastic. I just
Yep.
upgraded my Oblivion.
Pew, pew. Well, and to Jabroni's point, I think I have to disqualify Discord on this one because 10 people put a 5 for his entourage ability on Discord. Yeah. There's no way, like, just based on the rules of what we've done in previous entourage power ratings, there's no way that can get a 5.
So Tech Shamrock. All right, I'm checking it out. I'm with you, chat.
Yeah. So we've got 3s as the winning vote. Discord would swing it to a 4 or a 5 based on the numbers, but I
Color
don't think
turn?
we can do that.
For who are we color turning other than Oblivion? And we have named 3 better trainers in this segment already. So no, not 5. What? Get out of here with the 5. Somebody's trolling us with those scores.
Somebody's trolling, but they were honest on the rest of them is the thing. That's the one that just doesn't stand right. Like, it's not like...
Terry Funk's grandson is on our Discord server, apparently.
10 times. Yeah, Bill's Mafia says he's not even niche, he's a 2.
Yeah.
I think we're being judicious by giving him a 3.
But I think it's a niche and a at this point free to play, accessible. So it's great.
Right.
3.
Yeah.
Feels solid. Feels fair.
Yeah, I agree. And if you want to argue that we should have given him a 5 in either readiness or versatility, well, there's your 1 point spread. So you give a point there, but you lost a point here. Right. So it's pretty fair. I mean, it's very, very fair. So 21 out of 25. That's big. That's big. Yeah. And the fact that with amazing things he hit 145 million, and with no amazing things he still hit 63 million. Guys, if you have Terry Funk on your roster, which you should because he was given away for free, get that moment and make him your top striker, or at least one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything else for this video, Rusty?
Although this score is good, I don't know. There's something about Chainsaw Charlie, and maybe it's just strikers in general right now. I still feel low on striker. I just don't feel excited to use strikers, and that just might be a me thing. So I'm glad the power rating goes beyond my own bias.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we got to end this video because we only have 30 minutes left, and we still got to do our poll showdown. We haven't done...
Poll showdown!
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for this video. Be sure to share this with your friends and faction mates who are going, hey, is Terry Funk Chainsaw Charlie worth taking up if I don't have good things? Absolutely. Spread the good news, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
You know, I think he's a free-to-play all-star. Is where he really plays. Like Bob Cowboy.